Coming up in iPads in the classroom, apps for exceptional children.
Hi, my name is Guy Trainin.
And I'm Amanda Hall.
And this is iPads in the Classroom from TechEdge, and today we're talking about apps for exceptional children. This is something we started about a year ago or so, and we're happy to come back to it. And again, we're trying to focus on free apps that would help you work with a child who is exceptional.
Right.
So let's start.
Well, I'm going to go first, and the app I'm going to talk about is called Pics. Well, in Pics, you can actually click on flashcards if you want to begin, and it gives you about 4. If you want more, you're going to have to pay a little bit more for it, but you can work on different sounds that you want to work with the child. So for example, we're going to work on the TH, and it lets you choose if you want to work on the beginning TH sound, the middle, or the end. So depending on what sound you want to work with your student, maybe I want to do all 3, and I want them to shuffle. So it tells you what you want the child to say, and then you can click up here and have about 4 different students. So if you're working with 4 of your students in your classroom who need work on this ending sound, then you can put their pictures up here, and then if they listen to how it says, and then they can say the word as well, and you can either click happy that they got it right, or if they got it sad, they get a 50%. And at the end, it gives you the total of how that child did, so you can kind of keep track over time how well they're doing in this field, and you can write notes to keep track. It includes in a folder, so if you want to name it for a certain student and what their score was, you can click on here for all students, and it gives you a clipboard. Or you can put it in a spreadsheet, depending on what you want to do, and maybe you want to email it to yourself that you can keep another document handy.
And how many students can you put in?
You could do all of your students if you wanted to, and then depending on what 4 students you want to work with that sound, then you can put their picture in here to work with them. The next one I'm going to talk about is called GenieLite. And this one kind of works on matching with your students, and you've got different fields that you want to do. So maybe I want to work on patterns with my student. And it gives you a tutorial to explain how to do it.
Watch. Let's do some patterns. Think what's missing in this pattern. Touch the answer to complete it.
So then the student can practice, and as they keep practicing, the skill keeps getting harder as they keep going up.
So it works them very slowly through those levels.
Yes, and it gives them time to think it through. You can do different skills with them.
Matching.
So you can do matching everyday objects.
Find the exact match.
And I really like it because it gives a tutorial through each lesson it wants you to do, so the students get an understanding.
The next app that I would like to explore is actually a very simple app, but it can be very helpful with students if you're just monitoring for time, and you can do that with the whole classroom or with the specific students, or even if they need to self-monitor and self-regulate their own time. And this is called Viz Time Free. And what it gives you is it gives you a representation of the time through the circle, and the circle really starts getting smaller as time moves. So there's a graphic representation of how time is passing and how much is left, and that can be very helpful for students if they're doing anything that should be timed. The next app is actually a way to get ideas about other apps, and this one is called Autism Apps. And what this group did is they actually review apps on a regular basis that would be appropriate for students, in this case with autism. And then what they do is they enable you to have access to all of these apps in an organized way, and you can also filter them. So for example, if I go home, it tells you a little bit about the app and the people that made it. But if you want to do a search, you can search by category. Let's say we're interested in, I don't know, tracing. I don't know if there is anything in tracing. Here are 4 apps that allow you to do tracing, and the first one that actually showed up is one of the family of the app we just reviewed from Genie. So that shows you that there's a lot of overlap in the work that we do. And you can decide if you want all app types or just free ones, whether they're designed for iPad or iPod/iPhone. So this one is called Autism Apps. The last one I want to talk about is an app we both liked very, very much, and it's called Social HD. And what it has is, as part of a functional skill system, the ability to view different videos that address different social skills. So let's take this one.
Meeting and greeting people. Meeting and greeting people. To meet or greet someone is to see a new person, make eye contact, move towards the person, stand the correct distance apart, look the person in the eyes, greet the person by saying, "Hello."
Today in iPads in the Classroom, we talked about 5 exceptional apps that you can use in the classroom with students. They address social skills and academic goals. So thanks for joining us on iPads in the Classroom.
And we'll see you next week.